the day has come. Printer number 2 is here. We're just gonna, looks like the box came here pretty well intact, so hopefully everything will be fine. So get this open. The last one was pretty well packed. So and since we're just building a I should have rolled this over the other way. Okay. So what you're supposed to do is actually attach this before you put the back on, but I'm doing it out of order because I'm special like that. I wanted to have this whole frame locked together, and it's not that hard to hold the stuff up in position, lock it down. So this first one I'm attaching is an L-shaped bracket for the back support for the Y-axis servo. And then, and of course I missed one. This is the biggest pain in the butt for this entire kit is these stupid little papers. And I understand why they put them there, and it's to protect the finish during shipping, but man, I'm sure glad I started using the razor blade on this one. My fingers were raw hand picking the paper off on the last one. Alright, and if I remember correctly, this only goes one way, but I think I'm going to look at the other one real quick. Alright, so this one, the little hole goes on the underside. I have to probably load the retainer nuts in first before I try to put it in position. Alright, and then there's another little bracket over here that's for the Y-axis end stop. Just gets loaded on right here. Okay. Sure, yeah. Okay. So then you're going to make 2 assemblies, and they're going to be mirrored from each other. And again, same assembly procedure with the captured nut. And I'm just going to run these in finger tight. So that way then, if I need to make a final slight adjustment, it'll be real easy. Ah! All right. This is kind of a two-parter. I just want to make sure you have a washer before you go in and install these all the way through. All right. First one attached. All right. And again, with the forgetting to put washers in places that need washers, pull this back apart. This will line back up. we're just going to leave these snug for right now because I want to be able to get this all assembled and the bed all set before we move any further forward. Alright, so it looks like it just has 2 retainers that holds this upper corner brace on. So we could load the Z-axis stepper first. I think I'm going to run it differently than I did on the last printer. So the Z-axis just sits there. That's not. You know what? Betcha. This is actually not the Z, the Y-axis. I think that's the X. I think they put the pulleys in different spots. Yep, that one's going to line up a lot better. Alright, now I got to find the right screws for that because it takes some different ones. I think. No, wait a minute. I don't think it does. That's right, it takes the normal ones, I believe. Guess I'm losing my mind. Let me go look at the other printer because I can't remember which flavor bolt it takes. Alright, so it's got a separate little baggie for all the miscellaneous screws, or stepper screws. It's got these flush head ones. Little butt head. Alright, gotta go grab a little screwdriver. Yeah, we're just gonna run that underneath. Out of the way of everything. I'll wrap that a little bit later. That'll probably be the next video. Will be all wrapping this all back together. All right. And for the Z-axis, fed through this little hole. Go through. Okay. There's the wirings through. I guess we'll get it secured first. Roll this around so you guys can see. Alright. So we're going to feed that through the little hole here. We're going to let it run underneath the guide rail. Tuck it under here, through here, and back. All right, that one's good to go. This other one done. Oh, we're gonna cheat a little bit. Wrap these up real quick, so I know if it's wrapped, it'll be the Z-axis. The rest of them I can chase out. Okay. Again, feeding the cord through the little hole in the bottom. Wrap that back up so I know which one's which. it's okay. There. Bearings are all freeing up good. So let's continue to work on the mechanicals. This is one thing that is going to be changed before when this printer first goes together. So I'm changing this entire extruder assembly. The only thing that will get used is the servo and the hot end. Alright, that's prepped, ready to go. If I remember correctly, I got one more step to do on this. Well, that pretty well concludes the major mechanicals portion of this endeavor. We got the y-axis, we got the x-axis, and we even have the z-axis all put into position. Frames all assembled. The only thing we got left to do is there's going to be another stop right here. I'll have to assemble. Just as the carriage comes down, it just contacts right there. Got to load the electronics in. Got to load the electronics on the side. We got to put the power supply on the other side. We got to string all the belts, all that stuff. Should probably be a good second video. Then we'll do all the fine tuning and actually run this for video 3, I think. Yeah, I should be able to just dial in all the same settings that I have on my other one. Oh, and we're going to also change out this here hot end. I have a kit, because the way this particular hot end works, the fan bolts onto right here. If you take the fan off, it unloads this spring, the whole servo comes apart. But the other unit I have, this bottom piece and the backing, it has a big backing plate that runs up that all this screws into. So you could take the fan off, access the load, the load section here, and then it works out just fine. But we'll do that all kind of in one step while we're fine tuning the machine, or finish putting this machine together. And there's going to be quite a bit of wire grooming and all that other good stuff when we actually get that to that point. Is I'm not one to leave wires all tangled or in a big old rat's nest. So anyway, till next time.